I'm Kristen, a unicorn hollow, where I'm sharing my stories and my writing process to kind of give hope and a little sprinkle of humor in there for anyone who feels like a bit of a mess, which is me most of the time and was me yesterday as I was cleaning out this duck pond. But anyway, I thought I'd stop here. I've got a few minutes before I can go pick up my kid. Um, and thought I'd pop in and visit Eddie. She's the black duck. Francine Poulet, who is the white and black speckled duck, and Mrs. White, to have them help me illustrate my next thought with you. I'm talking in January about the theme, but everything looks dead, which in Tennessee, it looks a little less dead than it did when I was living in South Dakota, but we're still pretty brown. And it's those times where we kind of feel like nothing's happening, like the stuff that we're doing feels pointless over and over and over again, and it feels like we're not moving anywhere. But I'm here to kind of share some of my practices and things that I've found helpful over the years that have helped me to move out of that rut and to see growth even when things feel really dark. So today I'm hanging out with the ducks to introduce this idea of how I found it to be really helpful to open up my brain to new ideas. And one of those things is shifting my perspective, physically moving my body to get a different view of the world. Now, ducks, I thought would be a really good lesson because, I mean, they look a little less ridiculous right now, but when they're out waddling around, they're kind of little ridiculous animals. And watching them has helped me spark different thoughts and ideas and ways of thinking, what if? So I know not everybody has ducks. I didn't for most of my life. But one thing we can all do is move our body and try to get a view of the world in a slightly different perspective. Find something mundane, look at it from a different way, and see what happens. I have come up with some really interesting thoughts and ideas for my middle grade book that I'm working on when I have moved my body into a perspective of a child looking at the world in a different way. When I've looked at the world from the duck's perspective down here, everything looks a lot different. And it took me a while. It feels kind of like when you start exercising after having not exercised for a long time. There's a part of your brain, I think, that when we are in adult mode gets really atrophied and weak, that kids just naturally are able to access, which is wondering what could be different. If that leaf isn't really a leaf, it's like a magic spaceship where an alien has landed and used this camouflage of a leaf to come and explore the world. So try it. It took me quite a while, weeks for sure, to get back into the swing of letting my brain be able to unlock and open up ideas in a different way. But really moving your body or looking at something different, something new that you aren't used to looking at, even if it's really boring and normal, like a different type of tree or grass, moss, dirt, trying to get down and look at things in a slightly different way and see what opens up in your brain. I think also the act of moving just really helps us to get ourselves unstuck as well. All right, I have to go, but I hope everyone's doing well, and I hope that the ladies gave you a little bit of joy today.